This is Rob from Grappling Hook. One thing you can do to avoid adding features that no one's going to use and you'll just be wasting time, money, resources is to ask, is this core? Is it core to our strategic goal? Is it core to our challenge statement? So go back, watch the video on creating a challenge statement, read the blog, and ask yourself, is it? So if you go on to your service blueprint and ask for each thing on that blueprint, is this core? If it is, keep it. If it's not, then you have to ask yourself something else. But you want to stay focused. This is how we're going to stay focused, is you just ask, what is core? And you have to really get a little deep here as to what is the core of what you're trying to achieve. So it's different for everybody. So when you go into the statement for each thing, and I mean for your people, your touch points, your systems, your policies, your metrics, what you know, any questions that you have, what else? Your ideas, gotta hold on to those ideas, as well as your KPIs, your costs, all this stuff. Asking, is this the core? Is it core to what we're doing? For each one of those, for each part of your service journey. So as you build that out, you should be asking. And so some examples of, you probably have run into like what a fail core, because having a fail core is like when hospitals sell junk food. It's like going to a Chinese restaurant and there being mashed potatoes. Google Plus is kind of like that. Now think of something that's a really successful core. So things like what Leafly's doing right now. They've got a strong core, what they're doing, really. Even for myself, so when I'm working on the big project, I've got people from Canada to Mexico telling me what they think should be in this online product. Okay, it should be this, it should have this feature, it should have that. I really want to see that. And there's a lot of strong personalities that are like trying to pull me back and forth, and so what I've been finding that works really good for this is I just record it. These are great ideas, you don't want to throw them away, and thank them for it, thank them for sharing, and then go through it and then ask, is it core to what I'm doing? If it's core, then I put it in the other service blueprint for everything that's core. And that's separate from the main blueprint. And that keeps me on track. If it's an enhancement that is really, really pushed for, then that work gets delegated to somebody who's passionate about it, that doesn't suck up key resource time. Or it just gets put off until it's more of a better time, when it makes sense. I think that's the best way to put it, when it makes sense, because otherwise I would be wasting so much time and this project would never get done, because you're wasting time on something really, if I listen to I listen to them and I record it, you can't do it all. And when they see, when I show them what the progress, and then show them the blueprint, then it's much easier to explain why that feature did not get put in at the moment, and also allow for easier delegation. It gives them, you can send it back to some people. If they're really passionate about it, then they should cough up on the work sometimes, you know what I mean? And that works, actually, where I can say, hey, I can't handle that right now to get this done. Can you do that for me? And you would be surprised at the results that come out of that. I'd say 75% of the time, they actually have done that work for me and provided me with that resource, which enhanced the product. It didn't enable it, it enhanced it. So it wasn't core to what I was working on. And I was able to stay focused on the core. I was able to stay focused on what mattered to achieve our goal. And that made a difference. So keep all that in mind. It's an easy question to ask, and you can ask it as a group and vote. And that way, the beauty of consensus, actually we'll see it through, and then people aren't feeling like they're being forced into something or they're not heard. All right, this is Rob from Grappling Hook once again. Cheers.